I'd like to tell you a little bit about our three newest products, the Language Activities of Daily Living series, My House, My Town, and My School. And basically all three products train functional use of language, both names or item names and descriptions in a full screen environment. So it's a way of talking about the various rooms in the house, in My House, talking about the various locations in a school, in the case of My School, and in the case of My Town, we have a city scene, we have a suburban scene, we have a park, so there's quite a variety that the student can be exposed to. Oh, and there's also a dentist's office and a doctor's office. That's very useful, especially when you're working with older students who are somewhat apprehensive about what's going to happen if they go to the doctor or what's going to happen at the dentist. And so you can introduce them to the vocabulary. So even though you don't think your student may be using the word stethoscope, if you know the doctor is going to be using that when he goes to the doctor's office, it's good to be able to expose him to that kind of vocabulary so he isn't taken by surprise by all of these instruments in the dentist's office or the doctor's office. One of the really neat things about these new versions of the products is they have 8 separate activities in each product, including what we call an optimized intervention option, which is automatically delivers the curriculum. And there's actually 2 in each program. One teaches the names and the other one teaches the functions. So that means that you can have the student doing it in their own classroom because you don't have to have a professional around. But there are also other activities that professionals can use with the students. For example, the Discover activities, where the students can click on items and hear the names and descriptions. Identify, where you can just set it to whatever level you want as far as targeting. Does he do better with instruction? Does he need a cue? And then there is also a test level so that you can do pre and post testing. So those are 8 different kinds of activities in each one. And in addition, they each have 6 locations. So you really have a variety. And one of the things that's really nice about these new products is if you decide there's too many items on the screen, I'm in the bathroom, but I really just want to concentrate on this kid really needs to learn toilet paper, bathtub, and sink. You can turn all the other items off. They're all little 3D items, so you can just click them all off, and then he only has those items to concentrate on. And it means that the professional can set this up for a variety of different students and have each student really have their individualized vocabulary depending on what's appropriate for the student. They're also designed purposefully so that you can use them with older students. So we don't have anything that would be offensive to using with an adolescent or an adult for that matter. And in fact, these programs are even appropriate for people with Alzheimer's who are getting confused about what's in the kitchen, what's in the living room, where do I go to find these kinds of things. So it really has a broad range of students that it's appropriate. The 3 of them are appropriate for. And the graphics are, we think are wonderful. They're really exciting, and the full screen environment really offers wonderful opportunities for the kind of generalization so that here we're looking at it on the screen, now we're going to go into the real life situation. So there's a lot of ways you can use the programs, and I think that people will be very happy with them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.